All right, guys, this next topic that we're about to talk about is something that I feel like is near and dear to my heart. I'm not gonna lie. It's so near and dear to my heart that I didn't even write no notes for this one. Usually I keep like some notes and some pointers I wanna take or make as I'm walking and talking, but tonight I feel a little different because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like that person that just beat the horn. You know what I'm saying? I feel a little aggravated, well, not aggravated, but I feel like I just got a lot to say. So we're about to talk about why it is so much better being single as a man than it is being in a relationship as a man. You know, especially in this day and age right now, this times is so much better. But I'm gonna get to a certain spot because today I may not necessarily walk and talk. I really want to lock in with y'all. Definitely one of my little favorite places to come out here. So let's go ahead and get to talking. I told y'all I was gonna keep it real. I was gonna talk to y'all about a certain subject since, you know what I'm saying, I don't really talk about it too often. Now my friends, they think I'm crazy. Before I even get started, let me just say that my friends definitely think I'm crazy every time I talk about how happy I am, how much I really enjoy being single out here in these streets. I feel like people think I just be saying it just to say it. But in actual reality, I am not lying when I say being single is so much better than being in a relationship. And I have plenty of reasons why, and we're gonna speak about it. Now look, the main overall reason why being in a relationship versus being single is so much better than being single is because the overall peace that you find and that you get being by yourself, being able to make certain decisions without having to always consult somebody else, being able to just wake up and be like, man, I feel like doing this today without having to have a conversation about it first is unparalleled. It's an amazing feeling. It's a feeling that I feel like if every guy had the chance to full blown be able to experience it, it would be hard to go back. And that's one of the main reasons why the guys who have experienced it, it's hard for us. You know, it's hard for us to imagine going back to a life to where we're sharing it with a force of nature that is trying to actively change it all the time. Because I don't know about y'all, but one thing I know about women is it seems like they're always trying to like kind of change you. Not saying that, you know, completely turn you into a whole other person, but it feels like their level of comfortability is so much higher. Like it requires so much more for them to be comfortable than for us to be comfortable. Men, we could be happy with just the simple things in life and truly be super happy with certain things. Women, not so much. For example, I have an apartment downtown. I talk about this all the time. And I haven't necessarily gotten to the point where I've really decorated it, like, you know, like gone deep into decor yet. I plan on doing it soon, but I just haven't done it yet. I don't know what it is, but all of my female friends who come by, one of the first things they do is they like to point out all the things that I need in my apartment. Like I don't already know I need them, but they feel the need to go out of their way because it's bothering them so much that they just feel like they need me to need something. Like they need me to need a trash can right now. I know, look, trash cans are essential, but I don't have one just yet. But it feels like not owning one feels like a sin sometimes. It'd be like, dang, like, is it y'all, is me not having a trash can bothering y'all that much? It's crazy. When I get hungry, I don't have to think hard. Pretty much the first thing that comes across my mind, or the first thing that I see that just sounds good, I just go eat it. I just go eat it. I don't have to know the list of every single option for food. I don't need all that. All I need is steak and mashed potatoes, that sounds good. Let's just go do it. And that's where my thoughts end right there. I don't need to know, oh, hold up, this is music. I gotta get away from the music because it'd be copyright. But yeah, like I was saying, when it comes to food and figuring out what I want to eat, whether it's for like lunchtime or dinner, I don't think that much into it. You know, I just hear the first thing, I go do it, and it's pretty good. Like, oh, look, here's Tap House. Never heard of it, sounds like it's good, I'll go inside. Like, that's how simple it'd be. But women, man, sometimes it could be a whole task just to try to figure out what it is that they want to eat. And that, as a guy, could drive you insane. It's the little things. All I'm saying, people, look, none of these things that I'm saying are big things. They're all little things. It's the little things that drive us up the wall because really, honestly, we're just trying to live peaceful lives out here. And I don't think some women fully understand how important. When I say how important, I mean like it's super important to us to be at peace. Especially when you already got the whole world bearing down on your shoulders. You already have all these responsibilities in life. And the last thing you need is someone, you know, making it harder or making it that much more annoying. You know what? If I was in a relationship, I probably wouldn't be able to just make walk and talk videos the way I be making them. Being able to just be out here and be at one with just the world right now, I probably wouldn't be able to make them. I'd probably be, you know, trying to make sure that whoever I'm with is safe and tucked in. Oh, speaking of being safe and tucked in, what is it about women who, when it comes to like making smart decisions as far as like safety, I don't know what it is about how there's so many women that don't make good decisions in life as far as like being safe. Like, I don't know how many times I've been with someone and we're doing something simple like walking down the street, and all of a sudden you see a group of weird figures in the distance that we're walking directly towards, but they're looking in their phone and not thinking of anything. And I'm like, woman, look up, pay attention to where we are right now. This is not a safe place, and you out here all in your phone, because they don't got nothing to worry about, because we're the ones worrying about everything. We're the ones constantly using our brain, because they know that they don't have to worry about anything when they're with us. Well, if you're doing what you're supposed to do as a guy. And if you're not ready for these things that I'm talking about, if you're not ready to be, you know, constantly in a state of like thinking all the time and taking care of things all the time, then you're not going to be ready for a relationship, because that's what comes with these relationships. The word provider. Notice I have not said anything about money yet. I ain't said anything about how much certain things cost and how much cheaper things are, none of that stuff. I'm still just touching on the things that are centered around my peace and making us happy. And honestly, another thing is, I really am thoroughly convinced that women do not have like the patience for like just life in general that we have. I really feel like women, they're always in a rush, because it's almost like they have like a ticking time bomb about to go off inside of them, and they're always aware of it. They're always aware that, hey, we haven't moved into a house yet. We need to get a house. We haven't had kids yet. We need to have kids. You know, we haven't, you know, elevated in certain areas of our career just yet. We need to do that like tomorrow. Now, I like ambition, but at some point, ambition starts to become like idiocracy, or starts to feel crazy. I'm just saying. All right, problem solving. This is a whole nother area that will drive you up the wall if you're in a relationship, and it's something you don't have to worry about when you're single. Like when you're a single man and you have problems going on in life, it is pretty easy to be able to just tackle those problems head on, to handle them as they come, and one by one knock them out, and you don't worry about them. When they come, you figure out a way to fix it, you solve it, and you move on. With a lot of women, the majority of them, they're more emotional based first. So it's like they need to be heard. They need to express themselves about the problem. They gotta do everything but actually solve the problem. And you have to be the bearer that just takes it all in. You have to be like that solid rock that just hears all these things, knowing that none of it is solving anything, but you have to be the person that just sits there and just helps them talk through a lot of things when they could have just got it solved by now, but instead they choose to get emotionally distraught over things that they don't have to be that emotional over. But because they're built the way they're built, they would rather cry about it first than just solve it and get it out the way. I'm not gonna lie, even just as a friend, even just as a male friend, I find myself like trying to coach my female friends through certain things that I know that, hey, if y'all was to just, you know, take that same energy that you're putting into like crying about it and put it into just solving your problem, you wouldn't be going through what you're going through. Shoot, maybe you would have never even went through what you're going through ever in the first place. I'm just saying, these are just some of the things you gotta worry about. If you guys are out here and you wanna date and you wanna be in a relationship, these are just some of the things that I'm saying that make it harder for certain guys to decide to be in one. You know, you gotta really be in a certain space in your life as a guy in order to even put yourself in the mindset of being like, all right, let me go ahead and settle down and be in a relationship, because you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm lonely or something, or I need to spice up my life a little bit. I'm just saying. It's always sirens and stuff going on off at night. I'm not gonna lie. Is that a duck? Bro, it's a duck at night. I've never seen a duck in a fountain at nighttime. That's a new one for me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see if I can catch it on camera. Hilarious. He's not even in the water. He just on the side, just picking at his little feathers. Now his little head then went up. I guess he must be on. He ain't watching me. He ain't worried about me. He taking a bath or something. Now look, I know a lot of y'all probably think I just be hating on women or I'm just hating on relationships. I'm not. Honestly, I have a method for checking out some of the most trending topics. And when I use that method, sometimes I feel like the topics are pretty crazy, but I know these are hard conversations that we need to have. So I have them. I start the conversations. You guys usually end it in the comments. The comments be getting pretty wild out there. I know a lot of people think I'm attacking them when I don't not understand why you guys feel attacked. I just literally just like to have conversations about certain things that a lot of people would rather not have a conversation with because they're afraid of the comments. They're afraid of people, you know, having or formulating an opinion about them, but I could care less. As you guys can see, I even film in front of people I be all around in the middle of the public filming myself because I don't care about what people think. But anyway, now one person that I would care about how they think is this imaginary girlfriend that one day y'all want me to have. And you know what I'm saying? I probably will one day try to decide to dibble and dabble in having a girlfriend, but that's only gonna come when I'm mentally ready to disrupt my peace. When I know that, okay, you know what, I'll trade a little bit of, non-peace for, I don't know, maybe a family or something, or having someone to travel with and stuff like that. I know it's gonna come with a lot of emotional stuff and, you know, kind of needy type vibes sometimes, because it is what it is. Like, we all have our traits. Women sometimes can be needy. There are more independent women out there. But I think there's also a fine line between being independent and being like a little too masculine. So, I don't know. Once again, not hating. I understand that we all have differences between men and women. But as far as for me right now, my thing is I'm enjoying this single life. Like, I really be in the gym. I really like to take trips whenever I want to take trips. I have a couple trips planned right now. Hopefully I'm going to be leaving the country whenever these plane situations stop popping up and happening everywhere. Because honestly, it's a lot of situations that keep happening where it make you feel like you don't want to go nowhere because, I mean, dang, you know what I'm saying? We got planes just falling out the sky. Let me take y'all over here real quick. Yeah, anyways, if you guys have gotten this far in the video and you guys are enjoying the videos, I'm coming with a consistent heat now. So y'all can't say I ain't been dropping videos. I'm dropping the videos. This one getting dropped every 2 days. I'm dropping more heat. I also have another channel for whenever I go live and I'm streaming and I'm talking about these things in person. So I know you guys would like to talk about some of the topics that I'm talking about right now and catch me saying it in real life so you guys can say the things that y'all be putting in these comments to my face. I know you want to say it, so catch me on my other YouTube channel. It's Ken and Corey Live. I said YouTube channel, Ken and Corey Live, and that's where you guys can start. That's where you guys can start to connect with me live. I know I was going live on this channel a lot, but the algorithm just ain't really working with me as far as like being able to drop a live video and then dropping an actual normal video. It's like the algorithm has really been favoring live so much that it don't even want to touch my main videos anymore. So I don't want to lose that momentum. So instead, I just decided to go ahead and bite the bullet and just make a whole other channel. So that's what we're doing. I appreciate everybody out there who understands why I make these videos, and the people who understand that I'm not out here to bash nobody and hate on nobody, that I'm just having hard conversations that need to be had. And ultimately, maybe we can all grow from this and find solutions. But as of right now, my single life and my peace that I get from being single is so contagious. It's so liberating. Like I just be waking up, making a cup of coffee, checking the internet. I be really in my bag, you feel me? Really enjoying this like peace. I could throw on some music. I don't gotta worry about playing too much rap because she wanna listen to nothing but R&B today. Like I could just, it's a great feeling, man. If you're a single guy and you're successful financially and you get that and you start to see what it's like to be single and enjoying the money and the hard work that you created, I'm telling you, bro, it is so hard to go back to not being single. It's like everybody and their mama gonna try to convince you to stop being single. One thing that kind of really propelled me into making these type of videos was when I think I was either at work or at church or something, And I just remember there was these older women like asking me like, hey, you know, what do you do for a living? I told them what I did. And they're like, oh, you're successful. They're like, you know, who are you dating? And I was like, oh, I'm not dating anyone. I'm single. And they were like, no, like, you know, who are you actually like hanging out with? Don't you have somebody? And I'm like, no, I don't have anybody. I take trips. I work on my YouTube channel. I'm enjoying, you know, building that up right now. And it's like they really could not understand or really take no for an answer, basically. They were like, oh, well, the only reason why you're single is because you just haven't met the right one yet. That's a loud truck. They're like, you just haven't met the right woman that's gonna change your mind and make you wanna be in a relationship. And I'm like, dang, can I just be single? It's similar to like when women who haven't had kids yet start getting that pressure or being pressurized to, oh, why don't you have kids? All because you're single with no kids. Like, that's crazy. Guys who are successful, who are single, we be pressured to have to share it with somebody. Can I enjoy it by myself first, you know? So that's one of my main issues right now in life is like, I haven't always been here. I worked hard to get to where I'm at in life. I worked hard to get to a point to where I could live downtown and enjoy this stuff, be able to walk and talk to you guys. And I want to be able to enjoy it by myself for a while before I just have to just jump into something, you know what I'm saying? Because when you get into a relationship, it's gonna come with, you know, not only do you have your own problems or whatever, but you're now inheriting somebody else's life and family. That's a lot of stuff to deal with. You know, some people got some issues that you never in a million years would have thought that you would have to deal with, but because you're deciding to kind of merge your life with somebody else's, now you got to deal with it. And that's part of being a man, choosing to be with that woman. I'm just saying. Anyways, I'm about to enjoy my walk home. I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. We drop in bangers left and right on this channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you join my group and I'll see you guys later on. All the links to everything I've been telling you guys about are always in the description, all right? See you guys, bye. One thing I can't say about DC is that it's an ugly city. It's definitely a gorgeous city with all the architecture. Speaking of architecture, I'm in the middle of building my channel right now. I'm trying to architect my little life right now. So if you guys would at least be able to hit that thumbs up button for me, that would help so much. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Enjoy some of these scenes. Enjoy some of the scenes that I'm showing you, you know? Not everyone shows you what it's like to just walk and talk and hang out in DC. I be showing y'all some of the exclusives, you feel me? Ooh, one last thing. I know there's gonna be some people out there, some women out there who are gonna say not all women are stressful and that not all women don't help add to the peace in your life. And I get that. I know that they are women out there that do make your life better. I'm just saying, for the most part, overall, before you get to those women, you gotta run through a lot of women who aren't peaceful and who do add more drama in your life. And honestly, the juice really ain't worth the squeeze right now. A lot of guys are just choosing not to even pursue the relationships or even start them up or even try, because it's like, bro, if I gotta disrupt my life just to try to find a wife, I think I'm good on that. I think I'm good on that. Just want to throw that out there. That's the last part. That's a little nugget just for, you know, those of you who stayed this long in the video. All right, that's it. For real. I'm going for real. I'm really enjoying this night. It's not really cold outside. Feels actually pretty good. I might have to start being outside a little more often if it's going to warm up. All right. It's always sirens and stuff going on off at night. I'm not gonna lie. Is that a duck? Bro, it's a duck at night. I've never seen a duck in a fountain at nighttime. That's a new one for me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see if I can catch it on camera.